There's a really interesting tool called the projector tool that allows you to see a map of cosine similarity between various terms according to AI search and how it might understand those terms, or at least an example of how that process works. So it creates a big semantic map that allows it to understand which of these words are most closely related and which one is most relevant to the query that you're particularly asking. Now, when people see this and the sprawling complexity of LLMs, obviously, this is an oversimplification. There is a lot of layers of data that go into deriving one of these responses. This is where some of the limits of the tool come in, because it can only understand this semantic map that it's provided with. And so if we look at these tools, it can be tempting to think we don't have to keyword research anymore. Look how smart this is. Look at this sprawling map of theme and ideas that we can pull in, and it can understand on its own. We don't even have to worry about key phrases anymore or keywords. I'm sure it will figure out what our content is about. The problem is, that isn't really true either. Despite the assertion that maybe they're smart enough to do this, if we look just down there on that map, this is a 3-dimensional map, so the fact that it's a little faded means that it's a little deeper. You can see, just related to shoes is the term horses, which naturally makes sense. You could be looking for something related to horseshoes. They wear shoes too, after all. So what we're doing is we're leaving it up to AI to make that determination, and I don't know that I trust that AI will make the right determination as far as my content. So what keywords are is an opportunity to try and direct AI more directly as far as this is what I want to speak to, and these are the terms I want to be found for. Then you can align that with tools like SEMrush, find words that have a lot of search volume. And that's how you create something that's both visible in AI and reaching the largest audience possible for you. It's a way that you can control a little bit how your content gets found, as opposed to just leaving it up to AI to determine what it's about. Not that I think AI is dumb enough to, if I'm building out a actual shoe store's website, to think that I'm talking about horseshoes, but it doesn't hurt to bake in those extra layers of control and help people find things. Even though people are insisting, maybe some SEOs are insisting, that keywords are not necessary anymore, again and again in our own experimentations and in broader experimentations across the web, and even as validated by Google themselves, keywords are still important. Pieces of content with key phrases in them always perform better for the particular phrases you're trying to target. So as long as you have those targets in mind, you may as well use them in your content. Doesn't mean you stuff them in, certainly. Focus more on making a well-written article that has good UX and clearly helps people scan it, but including those keywords in the key spots like the headers and titles and various metadata, that's still really helpful and worth doing. Having that target can help you direct your strategy a little bit too.